Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about linkage and crossing over. So after chromosomal inheritance, new highlight can be seen in case of principle of inheritance. That means how inheritance of character can be linked, or two genes can be linked, and what is the role of crossing over in this. So here we see the linkage and crossing over, but introduction of linkage. Tendency of genes to remain together in their original combination during inheritance is called linkage. As you know that during meiosis, the genes are segregated and express their character in gametes. But when the genes are linked in the chromosome, they cannot be separated easily. So this phenomenon is called linkage. So what is linkage? Tendency of genes to remain together in their original combination during inheritance is called linkage. The phenomenon was first described by Bettison and Punnett in 1906. After that, T.H. Morgan put forth the theory of linkage and concluded that coupling and repulsion, that means pairing and repulsion, were two phases of single phenomenon in linkage. So T.H. Morgan not only studied the chromosomal theory of inheritance using Drosophila, but he also studied how in a chromosome genes tend to, or there is a tendency to go together or inherit together in future generation, and those are unlinked, they are repelled or separated as they are not linked together. So linkage and recombination. Morgan carried dihybrid cross in Drosophila. Mendel also performed dihybrid cross in pea plant by using two pairs of contrasting character. Similarly, Morgan carried two pairs of contrasting character in Drosophila or fruit fly to study genes that are sex-linked. Here, crossed yellow-bodied. How he crossed? It is a hybridization experiment. Here, yellow body and white-eyed female. That is two characteristics. One is body is yellow and eye is white. And that is crossed with brown body and red-eyed male. And intercourses F1 progenies. That means F1 progeny obtained from the yellow body, white-eyed female when crossed with red body, red-eyed male, the F1 offsprings again self-fertilized. Two genes did not segregate independently of each other. So he found that two genes, they did not segregate or did not separate independently of each other. And in F2 generation, the F2 ratio deviate from 9:3:3:1. That means we always know that the dihybrid ratio is 9:3:3:1 as according to Mendel's law of independent assortment. But in here, in linkage and recombination, here we found that in case of Drosophila, it did not follow the dihybrid ratio or cross. The genes present on X chromosome and two genes in a dihybrid cross situated on same chromosome or paternal gene. That means in X chromosome, two genes are present and they are present closely in a paternal gene. Again, combination is much higher than non-parental. When the genes are present in a paternal genes close together, then combination is much higher than non-parental. That is, it is due to physical association. But why linkage possible, or the link gene move together? Because they are physically associated genes, or linkage of two genes on chromosome, that is linkage. Generation of non-parental combination, recombination. That means when the genes are not linked together or they found in two paternal chromosome, then they independently they cross together or recombine together. But when the genes are linked and found in the same parent, they want to go always in a link form in the next generation. So he found that genes are grouped in same chromosome. Some genes are tightly linked, less recombinant. That means according to Morgan, when the genes are tightly linked together, they are less recombinant, or from them and recombinant combination of genes cannot be found in the next generation. And when genes are present in different chromosomes, there is a higher chance of recombination. So two factors came into light. First one, when the genes are linked together, there is less recombination, and when the genes are separated or located in different chromosomes, there is a higher possible of recombination. So for example, genes for white and yellow, they are tightly linked together. In how many percent? 1.3%. Recombination is possible. While genes for white and miniature wings, miniature means minute wings, and since these two are located into different chromosomes, so there is a possibility of recombination. How much? 37.2% recombination is possible. So two main points we detected from statistical analysis of Morgan. First one is tightly recombinant genes where the recombination percentage is always 1.3%. And while the loosely associated gene, here the recombinant percentage is maximum, that is 37.2%. So student Alfred Sturtevant used frequency of recombination being between gene pairs on chromosome as a measure of the distance between genes and map genes position on chromosome. So from these two values, Morgan's student Alfred Sturtevant found a frequency recombination between the gene pairs by using the distance or by using or the measuring the distance between the gene, and he found a mapping system from the chromosome. Next is what are the types of linkage? So we know that when the two genes are linked together, it is called linkage. And what are the types of linkage? It is based on crossing over. Linkage may be of following types, that is complete linkage, incomplete linkage, or partial linkage. So first one, it is based on crossing over. So complete linkage, in case of complete linkage, it is known in case of male of Drosophila and female of silkworm. So in case of male Drosophila, complete linkage is observed, and in case of female silkworm, complete linkage is observed, where there is complete absence of recombinant type due to absence of crossing over. So in these two insects, there is no crossing over. Why? Because there is a complete linkage. It is not possible to recombine the genes because the genes are located in the same chromosome and they are linked together. Next is the incomplete linkage. If some frequency of crossing over also occur between the linked genes, it is also known as incomplete or partial linkage. Incomplete linkage has been observed in maize, pea, Drosophila female, not male, Drosophila female, and several other organisms. Incomplete linkage means 0.5% or some percentage of the genes are that can be reshuffled or recombined because they maintain a distance or there is a weak linkage between the genes. So, for example, as found in maize, pea, and female Drosophila. Next, on the basis of gene involved. On the basis of gene involved, depending on whether all dominant or some dominant and some recessive alleles are linked together, linkage can be categorized into coupling phase and repulsion phase. Coupling phase, dominant alleles present on the same chromosome and recessive alleles present on same chromosome, so coupling phase. So here one thing is very important, coupling when it is denoted, that means dominant phase when dominant alleles or genes when located in the same chromosome. Similarly, recessive gene when located in the same chromosome. That means TR divided by TR or small tr divided by small tr. It is called coupling phase. Repulsion phase. Dominant alleles of one gene are linked with recessive alleles of another gene. That means in heterozygous conditions such as capital T smaller, and small t capital R and small t capital R. If there is one dominant and one recessive gene in heterozygous form in a chromosome, then it is called repulsive phase. Next is the type of linkage based on chromosome involvement or chromosome involved. Based on chromosome involved, that means on the location of gene on the chromosome, linkage is categorized into autosomal linkage and autosomal or sex linkage. allosomal or sex linkage. Autosomal linkage, it refers to the linkage of those genes which are located in autosome or body chromosome. As we know that in case of diploid organism, sexually reproducing organism, besides the body chromosome that is called autosome, there are sex chromosome that is X and Y chromosome. So if we deduct the X and Y chromosome, the other chromosomes are called autosomal or body chromosomes. And allosome linkage, that is only involved with the sex chromosome X. That means chromosome present in X or Y. So first in case it is present in autosome genes, and second allosome, it is referred to linkage of genes which are located in sex chromosome either X or Y. Generally allosome linkage are always found in X chromosome, not in Y. So what is the characteristic of linkage? Linkage involve two or more genes which are located in same chromosome in a linear fashion. So linkage always possible when the genes are arranged in linear. That means in chromosome, genes are always located in linear fashion. Second, linkage reduces variability. Since linked gene always wants to move to the next generation in the same way, so there is a reduction in variation. Linkage may involve either dominant or recessive alleles, coupling phase, or some dominant or some recessive alleles, repulsion phase. That means in linkage, we may both type of phase we can observe. One is coupling phase or is repulsion phase. It depends on whether the dominant phase or dominant gene associate together, or the recessive gene associate together, or the heterozygous genes associate together. Linkage usually involve those genes which are located close to each other. When linkage is possible, when they are very close together, linkage is possible. The strength of linkage depends on the distance between the linked gene. The lesser the distance, the higher the strength, and vice versa. That means the strength of linkage always directly proportional. When there is a less distance, when there is a less distance, there is a greater possibility of linkage strength. Linkage can be determined from test cross progeny data. So how we can determine the linkage? By use of test cross progeny data. So detection of linkage. Do you know that linkage can be detected with the help of test cross? So what is test cross? When the F1 offspring is crossed with recessive parent, it is called test cross. Here you see the most common method of detecting the linkage. In this method, the F1 heterozygous at two loci, that is AB by capital AB by small ab, is crossed to a double recessive parent AB by AB. Since linkage is studied by using dihybrid cross, here also we use two loci or two locus. The phenotypic ratio of test cross progeny is examined. So if the phenotypic ratio of test cross progeny is 1:1:1:1, the ratio of parental recombinant genotype indicate absence of linkage. It is a test cross value. In general case, we found the test cross value is 1:1:1:1. So if this detected, the test cross value is same, then there is no linkage. But if the frequency of paternal type and recombinant type deviate significantly from the normal dihybrid test cross ratio 1:1:1:1, it reveals presence of linkage between two genes under study. So with the help of test cross, we can detect the linkage. Next is, what is linkage group? Linkage group refer to a group of genes which are present in one chromosome. In other words, all those genes which are located in one chromosome is called linkage group. Chromosome constitute one linkage group. The number of linkage groups is limited in each individual. The maximum number of linkage group is equal to the haploid chromosome number of an organism. For example, there are 10 linkage group in corn. That means the corn total chromosome number is 20. So that haploid number is 10. Similarly, in case of P, its total chromosome number, twice chromosome number is 14. So its linkage group is 7. In case of barley, similarly, it is twice chromosome number is 14. So it 7 in case of barley. So 4 in case of Drosophila, because in case of Drosophila, its total chromosome number is 8. So half will be the 4. In case of man, the 23, that is total chromosome number in case of man is 46. What is the significance of linkage in plant breeding? Actually, from every aspects of genetical part or any other part, we always want to take advantages. So from here also, what is the benefit we get or significant role in plant breeding in case of linkage? Linkage limit the variability. As we know that when the genes are linked together, they move to the next generation, and so there is no variability. So it limits the variability among the individual. But linkage between two or more loci controlling different desirable characters is advantageous. That means when two or more loci they are linked together, then that control different desirable characters. If the many characters they control, or in those two loci, the maximum characteristic they can control, and it is very advantageous for plant breeders. A linkage between genes controlling two different desirable characters would help in stimulating improvement of both the characters. So this is one advantage. Next is linkage is undesirable when desirable and undesirable genes are linked together. So these are the main significant role of linkage. So this is the end of the slide, and I think you are all understood about the linkage part. First, to discuss about Mendel's law of inheritance. Mendel first detected the gene factor, and then he started the law. There are 3 laws: law of dominance, law of segregation, law of independent assortment. Then Sutton and Boveri studied the chromosomal theory, and it was experimentally proved by Morgan that chromosomes are correlated with the Mendelian factor or gene. Then during the study of chromosomal theory of inheritance, T.H. Morgan also noted that there are some genes they are linked together, and that is called linkage. And when linkage is there, recombinant gene cannot be found easily. So what is the role of linkage and how they are linked are well described by Morgan. So this is the end of the slide. I think student, you also go through the textbook and see and note the all part that is given in the slide. And if there is any doubt, you can ask me. Thank you, student, for today.